So another goal that we worked really hard on in 2017 was workforce housing. And I think the goal that council identified was to support a diversity of workforce housing. So how do you feel that that whole range and diversity of our needs has been met in this past year?
Well, when we talk about diversity, we talk about a combination of for sale units, different styles. Some will be townhome versus single family, and then we talk about having rental options. And I think, rental options are something that we have identified in the last few years that we were lacking, certainly in Summit County and in the Upper Blue area. So that's something we focused on, in the last year, and we opened up Huron Landing in combination with the county, which is 26 two-bedroom units, and also Denison Commons over by Colorado Mountain College, created another 30 apartment units that were opened up this year. We're in the middle of what we call Blue 52, which are some for sale townhomes and another 18 rental units that will be done. Some of those were sold in 2017, and the next phase is going on now to be completed late summer of 2018. And we're in the planning process for what we call our Block 11, which is that property where Colorado Mountain College is, all the way south to Valley Brook Street. So, that next phase of Block 11 for us is just south of Blue 52, and that's going to be 96 rental units that the town council talked about that again last night. And it's important from the council's perspective to look at trying to make sure that those rents are affordable for people. And we know that we have people that are in the service industry, that certainly we have the full mix of what salaries that people make and what they can afford. And so it's important for the council that we have housing that meets those needs from people that may only make $12 an hour, but they still need a place to live, and so they can't afford a $1,500 a month rent on a one bedroom. So how do we help subsidize and make that more affordable? So that's what we're looking at. We talk about everything that we accomplished in 2017, and I think we have to highlight that we had over $30 million worth of housing projects going on, and that Breckenridge was managing or co-managing in 2017. And that's amazing.
That's amazing.
And, we pull that off with 2 staff people that take the lead on that. And I cannot say enough about both Nicole and Lori Best, who have, in the housing and the passion that they have in what we're creating in the town. So it's great.
Eric, what's exciting for you to see about all this housing and all these projects?
I think it's great for a couple of reasons. Number one, you keep people in the community. So you keep your community vibrant. People live here. It's not just a ghost town where the workers come in, they work, they leave, and there's no soul in the community. I think that's a big deal. Number two, environmentally, it's the smart thing to do because you're not forcing people to drive half an hour to work. So the more people we can house right in the valley, as close to where they work as possible, as close to the community as possible, the better it is for all of us. And I think a big philosophical sort of point that the council likes to make is we're really about the locals. That's, we are a tourist town, but it is really important to take care of the locals and the people that make this town what it is 365 days a year. So we have really tried to provide as much housing as we possibly can. There is limited funds and stuff is really expensive, and there's limited land, and the cost of the second home market has driven up costs in this valley, like it has in probably every tourist town in the country. But we are trying our best to provide as much as we possibly can.